Ooh, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. GoodTimesWithScar here, and welcome back to Scarland, a land where we take survival building to the extreme. And we're here with Scott Ranch House Building Project. And as you can see, we have completed our roof line. So now it's time to move on to our secondary roofs and all sorts of other super awesome details. So let's get this episode underway. And welcome back to the Scott Ranch House Building Project. And as you can see, once we round the corner here, our beautiful living room is taking shape. And as you can see, look at that window and all the sloping roof and all those little details. I'm absolutely loving it. And eventually we'll see our snow-capped mountains and our fields of cows and cattle and all of those good things. And we need so much dark oak, my friends. I'm just cutting down trees left and right. And I also just cut out this little section here just to get an idea of where maybe a river will go. Now, I have a question for you before we get into today's roof project here. As you can see, look at over there. You see that? All of that really dark green and in somewhat kind of brown color there. I have considered, and let me know if I'm gone completely crazy, but to remove all of that and replace all of the dirt here, all of the green grass with maybe some form of a pod soil or a coarse dirt to try to remedy that. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean, it would be an incredible undertaking. But on the other hand, I really don't like all that green out there. And I don't have pod soil. I would have to find it. And I'm confident we could find it. But yeah, let me know if that's something we should do or not do, because boy, oh boy, I don't even know. But as you can see, we're here at our roof. And what we're going to do, as you can see, I took these blocks and went 1, 2 downwards like so. And we're going to take our stairs and we're going to place them. We're going to start them right here. So see how this little pole kind of intersects here and then goes outward. We're going to go boom and a bam like that. There we go. I'm going to go out to about 3 like so. And then I'm going to connect these on here just so I can give you guys a basic idea how that'll work. And then from up here, we're going to take these stairs and extend them out 2 blocks. And then up there, we'll extend them out to about 3 or 4. But yeah, that's kind of the basic framework. And then, like I said, you'll just go down here and just add these blocks like that. If you're following along, remember how we had a stair block under each one of these? Just remove those and replace them with these and everything will be awesome. There we go. Looking good, my friends. But yeah, like I was saying, look at that. I just think it would be great. But on the other hand, like that's a lot of work. Like that is a lot of work to replace all of that. And running 2 survival worlds right now is an undertaking that's like, it's hard to do that, but we love it and we're having a ton of fun doing them. But to do that and like Hermitcraft 2 at the same time, like, that's a lot of work. And we want to do some other series too. So yeah, man, I'm really considering it. So let me know in the comments, even if it's even worth it. Like that's what I kind of want to get from you guys. Is that even worth it? That's my question there. But as you can see how we're getting these roof lines here? I think that's going to look really good. And in today's Scar Talk, let's talk about a great question I received. And of course, if you guys want to suggest a topic for Scar Talk in any of these building episodes, just go hashtag Scar Talk and then give me what you want to me to talk about. So where do I get my building inspiration? So I'm going to take this in 2 parts. One, where do I get my inspiration for building in general? Why do I like building? And where do I get my inspiration for, Minecraft building and things of this nature? I thought this was a really great question. So as you can see, we're just going to take this and we're going to start extending this outwards like that. And I'm only going to go up to here. I'm going to leave this spot out because we're going to work here. And of course, once we have the roof, we'll have that nice little triangle spot to work in. Let's start where I got my inspiration for building, and why I like building, why I like design, things of that nature. And I've spoken about this at great length in the past, but I get it from the fact that I've always loved Disneyland. I love designing theme park attractions. I love the ability to take a person and send them through an amazing experience and just make people happy. Like theme park rides make people happy. And it always just seemed like, gosh, that looks like a lot of fun. I also like creating I like creating little worlds. That's why I love Harry Potter or Star Wars and things like that so much, because I love the aspect of the world and the universe building where you create an entire story and a whole world that these characters are part of. So I just like creating those, like Indiana Jones at Disneyland. Take, for instance, you're going through a land, it's adventure themed, you have your adventure things. And then you go through a queue and you start down this long trek into a temple. And by the time you get to the ride vehicles, you are completely transported out of the real world. Like you are out of the world. You're thinking about Indiana Jones and adventures and stuff like that. And that's truly when I got inspired to become, or want to become, like an Imagineer concept artist in the entertainment industry. Like, I just love the aspect of teleporting people out of kind of the crummy world and into something unique and interesting and tell a fabulous story. So that's kind of where I got my inspiration for these types of things. And that's where I've studied. I've studied a lot of books on that type of design and things of that nature. You know, I could list out a million books. You guys could let me know if you ever want to know any of these, but I read and, you know, done a lot of research in that aspect. Where does Minecraft building come? Where do you get inspiration for building in Minecraft? And I would say once you've tapped that well, you can't tap it again. Once you've kind of gone in and you've gotten inspiration from one thing, it's not like you can just jump back and get it the same way. Does that make sense? Like, whenever I get an inspirational thought or an idea, it's not like I can just pop out another one by thinking of that or going to that same place. It's something that you just gotta kind of condition your brain to perceive inspiration from things. Like, when you see shapes, you see designs and stuff, you think in the right way of thinking, oh, this could be a cool design. Like, if you're not thinking in that terms of what could I, you know, that building thought, design thought in your brain, when you see cool different things, it doesn't really register and you don't really retain those memories. But I've just kind of over time kind of thought in my brain like that when I see a cool house, when I see a cool little thing like that, I think, oh, hey, that could be a cool thing in Minecraft. That could be a cool design for a build or something along those lines. So when I see like a cool house, like in my neighborhood, I'll make a mental note and I'll say, oh, look at that. It's got kind of a unique shape. And I think we could do something in Minecraft with that. Like, look at how the boxes would lend itself great to Minecraft. So it's like little things like that. You kind of condition your brain. If you want to be a designer, an engineer, or a builder of some kind. I'm not really speaking too much of Minecraft at this moment, but like, you think you just got to kind of condition yourself as like an artist to think in those ways. You just got to kind of condition yourself to find the inspiration around you. It's, at least for me, I can't always just tap the same well every time and like, oh, inspiration just flowing. No, it always comes from different places. A lot of times it just hits you. Like, you might have it kind of, you know, in the back burner of your brain, like kind of going along. You're like, I've got an idea, but I don't know where to take this. That's kind of, and then eventually it just hits you, and then you just start building. So that is our Scar Talk for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to continue finishing this roof line, and then we're going to get to those super awesome details. All right, and welcome back. And as you can see, we got our roof all set up and ready to go. We still need to do some work over there, but I want to start working on this little section. I want to get those little details going here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to start connecting these blocks, bringing these all the way across here. We might actually add carpet to the top. I haven't decided if I want to do that like we've done on some prior builds. So what we would do is take carpet and just add it to the top of the stairs. I think it adds a really unique look that I don't really see elsewhere, and I really like it. I think it's kind of unique to our builds. We've done it at the roller coaster project, the fishing cabin, and some other places. So I think it's cool, and we might try it. What do you guys like? Do you guys like that design or not that we've done in the past? And do you incorporate it into your own builds at all? Because that'd be cool to know, because I like it. I actually really don't know if anybody else likes it or not. There we go. Looking good, my friends. And we'll just do that. And then we're going to sneak over here and a boom and a bam. Add those blocks like that. Looking good, looking good. And then I'm just going to put these guys as temporary blocks down below. I'm going to, let me see, how do I do that again? Oh, there we go, looking good. Now, do I want to do, yeah, I think I'll do spruce. I think that'll look good. And I think this is going to look awesome from a distance, you know, getting these all on there. Now, sometimes you can use oak for these gates, and I think that does kind of add a little extra to it. It's a little bit of a contrast pop, but for this particular design, everything is in kind of the rustic tones, so we're going to keep it that way for this build. But like you've seen hopefully on my build where we built the blacksmith in Hermitcraft, we did try the oak, and I think it came out pretty cool. But for this particular one, I want to keep it in this area. I just came up with a really cool idea for our next episode. I'm really excited about it. I think you guys are going to really like it. I was thinking about it when we were just kind of finishing up the roof there. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. I think you guys are going to love it. All right. So as you can see, we're just going to start connecting these blocks together. So connect these ones along here like that. Bring this one all the way over here like that. And just start bringing these outwards like this. So we're just going to start bringing these guys to about here. I think that's good. And we'll bring that all the way up to there. Now right here. Okay. So we should be at about, let me jump down here. So that's 3 and on 2, so that makes it 2. That's good. That's looking good. And we can always adjust these. I would love some extra scaffolding, but apparently we've run out of scaffolding. So we're gonna have wool scaffolding today. So then I'm gonna bring this one upwards like that. And then of course we'll cut this guy out and we'll replace it. But as you can see, that's kind of the basic framework. We'll just start adding these stairs and connecting them and finishing up this roof and start working over there. And of course, my friends, we still have super fast build mode to do. All right, so next thing we need to do, now we got that done, I want to show it to you in just a second because I think it came out really cool. So what we're gonna do after this block right here, we're just gonna run these guys all the way across here and we're gonna connect those all the way up to here like that. Awesome. And then up here, as you can see, these blocks are now going to come outwards like that and then start their slope upwards like that. All right, and I'm gonna jump up here and then these blocks are going to be extended out 2 blocks. Now, the beauty of this, my friends, is if we want to extend this outwards just a little bit more, we totally can. Like we totally can, or actually to even just push it back if it looks too crazy. But that'll make it so if we need some changes in the interior, and believe me, my friends, we're gonna be talking about that interior soon. It's a bit of a pain, to be honest, a bit of a pain. So as you can see, I'm gonna bring these pieces out now. So I'm gonna bring these out to about 3, and this is something we can trial and error a little bit. But yeah, I think that'll be basically about the way we want to do it. All right, so as you can see, that is our new window. That is our roof line, which I think really starts to enhance the design quite a bit. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. And if you have any suggestions, of course, let me know and let's start working on this side over here. So my friends, we must work over here because this area is incredibly boring. So I'm just gonna start stacking some blocks here, getting some things organized, and just gonna see where it takes us, to be honest. Like, I don't know where we're gonna go with this yet, because this is one little spot that I didn't do a whole bunch of pre-planning. I figured we can just kind of freestyle this part in particular, and just kind of do it like that. And that's, be honest, that's one of my favorite ways of doing things lately, is a bit of freestyle action. All right, my friends. So as you can see, we built these little columns like that. So off of where we left it from when we laid out the house. And what we can do is kind of connect these pieces up here and just kind of figure out where it takes us. So we're gonna kind of cut that all out of there and get that out of there. One aspect I wanted to talk a little bit more about was an aspect, I can't even talk, my friends. An aspect of building or anything. It's a hobby or a skill or something along those lines that you wanna do. You wanna become this, you wanna be able to do that. One thing you just have to remember is there's nothing in life is free. You have to put in a ton of effort to get anything that you want in life. It's so important to remember that in life, that nothing is ever free. And that means, what I mean by that is time and energy that it takes to learn something. Like, you'll never just one day now know how to do something. You now won't know how to do the piano. If you want to play the piano, and you really want to do that, tomorrow when you wake up, you're not going to be able to play it. You're going to have to put in the work and put in the effort. And that's why, like with me, I always wanted to do this or that. And it's like, I'll do it next week or I'll do it tomorrow. And I always put things off. Like that's one of my worst things, habit-wise with me, is I put things off constantly. And if you want to succeed, that is one of the worst ways of ever doing anything. So learn from my mistakes. And learn from these things that you got to put in the effort, focus in, set up a schedule, things like that. And that's when things start to succeed. That's when things start to happen, is when you start kind of setting goals for yourself. It's like, okay, today we're going to start working on this. And once we're done with this, we're going to have a new skill set and I'm going to focus in 100% on this thing. And that's what I've tried to do with Minecraft in a way, building and things like that is, okay, that's what we're going to work on. That's going to be our new skill. And as you can see, I'm just going to bring these across like that. And I'm going to take this log that we have down here. I'm going to move it out one more block. So I'm going to stick this one over here. But yeah, just remember that, like, I had that for a while, like where I thought, well, like these people, have this cool skill and I would love to be able to do that, especially when I was young. And it's like, I neglected the part where you kind of just got to do it. You kind of got to buckle down, put in the time, and then things start happening. So yeah, learn from those mistakes that I made when I was young. Like, you got to put in the effort because nothing good will ever happen without it. And that's kind of the pillar of everything. Hard work is the key to a lot. Yes, there's some luck. There's always a little bit of luck and hard work, and that's how you make things happen. All right, my friends, that is a pretty cool little shape. Like, I like the bare bones shape of that. I think that's pretty cool. So let me work on this side and just kind of get an idea where I want to go with this. and I'll be right back. And there we go. I'm actually pretty darn happy with that. And in our next episode, we're going to add like all the windows and all of those cool little details. But I think that's a really good kind of bare bones structure that we can now work with to make this look super awesome. There. Oh, hello. You're way too high. You're way too high. Come on. There we go. Oh, this 1.9 thing when you pull out your tool is really annoying. But yeah, I think that's really cool. And now, my friends, the time that you have been waiting for, and that is super fast build mode. So let's get out super fast build mode and complete the left side here. And that ends super fast build mode. And as you can see, we have both sides now complete and ready to go. There are some continuity issues and I'm still trying to address, missing blocks here and there. But for the most part, it is ready to roll and we've got that all set up. I'm absolutely loving it. Looking at this, I wish I could incorporate just a little bit of milk chocolate. See that little bit of milk chocolate there into this area, but I'm not exactly sure where it would fit best in. But yeah, there's still lots of little areas where more blocks are needed here and there, but we're going to get some more dormer windows up here and maybe something on the back side of this section over here. And then of course, we still need to add all of the amazing details that I came up with while I was doing this roof on this side and on all of these different walls. And yeah, I think that's really cool. I love how we extended out these little sections. They don't really serve any one purpose, but I think they help just extend out the design. And I think that looks really cool. And there we go, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed super fast build mode and I got to go edit it. So until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar and I always really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch my videos. And if you believe the video deserved a rating, that would be much appreciated. And until next time, we'll see you later. I'm going to sneak over here and place that one like so. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to place this one over here and place that one like that. And then we're going to go one on top. There we go. And then we're going to place, let's see, this one over here and one on top.